And us as human beings are the epitome of survival is the capacity to encompass infinity.
Yeah.
And now we're like, that's so hot. It's so sexy. Infinity is so sexy. Oh my god. It's like you never really die.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that. You know? I just want to be a part of that. You know, I know I can't really, but like I just really want to be a part of that.
See,
Like,
I think
I just want to dip my toe in it just for a little.
It's just me, but I feel super acid vibes from this conversation. It makes me happy. Christian looks like he's like tripping balls as well. Yeah, he's just like lounging. Like it's such a cool angle, actually.
Dude,
Can I just say, dude?
Yeah, bro.
Fucking sexy, yo. Drawing you like one of my French girls right now. No camera for me today, boys.
No worries, man.
I have a plate full of food in front of me, and I'm gonna be munching while we have a conversation.
Bro,
I thought I'd take a different approach to this conversation right now. I'm literally lying perpendicular to my bed. Not perpendicular, parallel to my bed right now. And yeah, I have fulfilled my deeds as an earthly son on this planet. I've fed my father with stir fry. I have come and visited him, made sure everything is all right. And I've had a conversation with Johan where I told him that I swear to God I'm gonna come over and whoop his ass unless he's in a good space, because he's gone and done more of the
bad drugs. Yeah,
I can see he's looking radiant, dude. It makes me so happy. Like I didn't have any confusion in my heart, like whether or not he's having a good time. Jy spoeg mis.
Jy spoeg mis.
Jy spoeg op jou eie foon, ou.
Ja, ek sal spoeg, man, bro. Ek spoeg deur die foon.
Dude, I'm so sorry to anybody that's watching this video. I'm literally live editing us onto the video so that people can see our face, because I didn't do any pre-planning.
No problem whatsoever, man. Like someone asked again today, like what is the topics that you cover in your podcast? They asked me. I'm like,
nothing.
Oh shit. I'm like, we talk about AI sometimes, we talk about future tech, we talk about spirituality, we talk about our personal experiences throughout the week. And I was like, how do you really try and pinpoint down the stuff we try and talk about sometimes?
Dude, I have no idea, but I'm sure they're gonna go get a glass so I can pour myself water.
It sounds like a plan, man. Hey yo, hoe gaat het met jou?
Yo, Sebastian.
Fucking, how's the jobs? How's it going, man?
Dis goed, my bro. Dis goed. I took like I told you, I took a bit of a holiday break that was much needed, so it helped a lot. I'm gonna tell you, my friend, I miss you a lot. Yo, Joseph.
Ek ook,
I miss a lot of things, and I think that's just a byproduct of getting older, is you end up missing so much.
Like wanting more?
No, not at all. Not about wanting more. It's just you sort of develop a sense of appreciation for the things that you have, as well as the things that you did have that you didn't have appreciation for before.
And educate your new decisions.
Because you gain this wisdom, right? Because you grow it, you know, and in this present moment, it's this thing that you've never had before. Suddenly you look back and you realize just how little you appreciated what you had before.
Bro, no, there's nothing that summarizes that better. Or at least now currently in my personal life than what happened to me today. I sat today about 6 hours in, and I had the idea to take acid to feel the way that it would feel to take acid while being on acid. Because my brain, because because I had made this mental idea of what taking acid was like, and then while in acid, I didn't feel like it met it. And so I kept or at one point I called myself where I kept sitting and going, what if I did that next? What if I went to do this? What if I did that next? And then I sat back and I forgot about the importance of actually being centered and looking at yourself and actually experiencing what's happening in front of you. Because as much as you would like things to be, they will never get better than they are currently. No matter how hard you think they're gonna get better one day, they're not. As what you have right now, and I know that sounds, maybe to some people it could be bad, but that is the greatest thing ever, because it means that what you have right now is pure. It's unbridled reality in motion, and you can experience all of it. And I had no idea where this was going anymore.
No problem. Like, I'm feeling as well, like there is this thing again from wherever you go, there you are. There is no like place you need to go, no thing you need to achieve, no like final product that's now going to give you this thing that you're looking for, because the thing that you're looking for is you.
Yeah.
And like spending time with yourself and being present, it's the realization and the recognition of that.
Guys, can I share with you a very interesting experience I had today?
Yes.
No, you can't, Christian.
It was incredibly bizarre. It was incredibly bizarre, I have to say. It was profound. So I woke up in the morning, foul ass mood, foul as fuck, because the whole night I dreamt about my ex, right? And I kept imagining her in the most beautiful ways I could possibly describe. And I woke up and I was in this horrible space. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to have a good day. And then I got up, I ate breakfast, and then I started cleaning the house, right? Suddenly, as I put the vacuum on, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to my favorite sort of collected musical compilations. Let's call it just my favorite playlist. And I put this music on, and some of my favorite songs started coming on. And as I was cleaning the house, solidly for like the hour that followed of me cleaning the house, just a simple, everyday, mundane task, right? I literally, almost for that entire hour, cried with tears of happiness. I don't know how to describe it. It was completely unexpected, completely unplanned. I just cried for an hour straight with pure, utter happiness.
Wow.
Of how grateful I am that I've made it this far, how grateful I am for all the things that I have, for everything that has happened to me in my life, how I have survived through all of it, how I have
Dude,
been so blessed. Been so blessed.
Man,
so blessed.
I know, bro. I had a funny, maybe today's the day, because I had the same city. At one point I sat down with myself as well, and I was thinking back through memories I have and like emotions, things that my parents would do for me, and just the amount of unbridled happiness that is in my life is that is how much. That is the best way I could describe how much like joy and happiness there truly is in my life, and I am so grateful for it every day. And it is such an important aspect to sit down and have those moments with yourself, because sometimes you really do forget it. You forget how glorious it is where you currently are and how grateful you are for the stuff that you have. It's actually insane. I
surprised myself, I'll be completely honest. couldn't even. There were moments where, in the middle of that euphoria, you know, I was like, "Why the hell am I so happy? Why am I experiencing this right now? I'm so confused. Like, you know, I can't even explain this."
Can I say something?
Yeah,
please. I feel that might have been a little bit of Johan as well, actually, dude. Like, I actually want to give credit where credit might be due, because people were thinking that I was tripping on acid today on stream, and I instantly thought of Johan as well. I was like, dude, are you fucking sending energy my way, man? Like, what's happening here, dude? And the fact that you had an experience like that as well. I cried on stream today as well, dude. Like, genuinely in that experience, like, feeling stuff like that. So, like, genuinely, dude, like, there's definitely been something in the world. So thank you, Yuan, for sending the world love, man.
Funny, I was at one point very deeply thinking, wait, when did that, bro? At about like 5, I looked at my joint and I was like, thank you, Estian, you legend of a person. So maybe not, but I do love both of you very, very much. As like, I wish I could describe it. I wish there was ways to describe it, and that's...
You're describing it by being right here, right now, dude. That's what you're doing, man. Thank you.
And in the flow of that topic, I really want to express how deeply, absolutely unfathomably, I hate both of you.
Fucking Christian.
I hate you so much.
I love you so much, Christian.
I hate you
I love
so
you, man.
much.
I'm gonna give you a big ass forehead kiss the next time I see you.
I can barely stifle my vomit every time I have to come onto these podcasts. I'm like,
I like holding your face up against my shoulder as you're vomiting, so you can choke on it a bit.
I'm kotzing all of my being right now. Like, I just can't fucking fathom how I'm even capable of.
Just imagine like you or your like fucking 60s, dude, and your grandkids are like, what were you like when you were a 25-year-old grandpappy? And you're like, let me show you. Click, 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 click. Press go to the fucking keyboard. Click, clicks. Look. I'm laying sideways on a podcast. What's wrong with me?
Dude, no, life is fucking weird, bro. If there's one thing that today has taught me, this entire fucking thing is off the tits. Constantly and at all times, bro. Nobody has any idea what is happening anymore. And it is... I think in this chaos, there's actually a really, really big bright ray of hope. Because within chaos, it means anything's possible. And that has been something that has stayed in my life very true. Is that, yeah?
I want to say that the one thing that I suddenly realized today while I was tripping titties off of my own high, no drugs, no nothing involved. It was just entirely my own self-inflicted happiness, where I was literally, you know, it was almost a DMT trip. That was the intensity of it, of that level of euphoria that I haven't experienced in a very, very, very long time, since I probably was a child. You know? Just random shit of like playing with an action figure, and you're like, this is the tits. This is all I want to do for the rest of my. That level of euphoria that you experience as a child, you know. And while I was in that, I came to realize so much of that I have to credit to my friends and the people that I have met. Because, I mean, so much of my happiness was based off of what I had seen from the other people around me, how they reacted to life. How, Johan, when you came to Mozambique Boogie with us and you looked upon that shore, you looked up to the sun. I particularly, when Adam fell over on that hammock, I particularly remember those reactions, those moments, you know, the sense of pure glee and unfathomable joy, you know? It was just like this purity, this innocence, and so much of it is adopted from particular moments like that just like that I keep in my mind, that I have vaulted into my being. Like with Estian, also same thing. So much of Estian's influence is kept within me. It's like a battery almost, the recharging battery.
Dude,
of keeping that childish innocence and purity alive. Because I refuse. I'm so terrified of losing that in my old age. I don't want to lose it. I refuse to lose it. And I think so many people are inevitably going to.
I don't
just
think
a part of this reality.
I think it's something people let go of.
I think so as well. I think what happens is there's two options. Either you let go of that, or you'd never realize that was such a big part of your life. It's either ignorance or it's willful ignorance. Because it's a choice at the end of the day on whether you're going to try your best to keep it alive. And like you said, you don't want to lose it. And you don't have to do that on yourself. That is one of the greatest things as well about life, and why you have friends. And I don't mean like friends, I mean friends, people that have gone through everything with you, understand you intimately, friends, people to keep you up when you're down. It is so important to have people to rely on, because no matter how hard you wish you can tackle life on your own, your life is complicated.
Not possible.
But dude, it's way too complicated to tackle on your own. Every day I wake up and I go, well, I've had myself going, not every day, but I've had myself captured where I'll go, what would Chris do in this situation? I like the way he reacted in this. I'm rather going to react the way Chris reacts. It's better. And I feel like that's such a cool part of life. It's not, people feel, I always had this fear of losing who you are because you're grabbing from different people. But that's life. It's you are not, there's nothing for you to grip to. You are not you. You are just everything that is currently happening. And all the memories you have, all of that, at the end of the day, they're just memories. It comes down to how you choose to behave and react right now. Even like that moments of euphoria, that was remembering the times and remembering the feeling. I don't know where I was going with this.
You are the fundamental force of the universe being experienced through a single and divine individualized expression.
See, when I don't have words, Estian does them for me.
Like, and once you realize and basically just identify and accept, that's a big word as well, accept that you are that. That's when life opens up to you. Like acceptance, man, like I've been really playing with this word, because acceptance is, again, just a sound we make, right?
Yeah.
But really thinking about what acceptance means when it comes to your current circumstances, when it comes to your life, when it comes to the way you're feeling right now, again, like, as you were saying, you were trying to like get this ideal of what you were thinking it was supposed to be like. And then you were like, oh, maybe if I do this, maybe if I do that next time, then I'm going to, and then you caught yourself. Wait a second, why am I not accepting what I have right here, right now?
Yeah.
And it's a game changer. You're very right, man.
Dude, I don't know why, but this entire conversation has just felt like I've been okay. I am tripping, but I just the entire conversation's just felt that way. Something that's recently been a thing that I have been wondering more and more about is energy, and the work of energy in the universe. Because something that's so weird to me is we all accept and understand that energy cannot be lost. Energy cannot be broken apart, and it cannot be destroyed. It can only be converted and transitioned onwards. Where was I going with this? That being said, I don't remember where this was going.
No problem. Like that makes me think about just like, again, our minds, right? We eat food, the food gets turned into energy, our brains fire that energy, and it turns it into thoughts. Then what? Right? Where do those thoughts go next?
Dude,
energy can't be destroyed or created, so
that's exactly what next? And there's this weird thing where when they talk about being in the Taoists talk about the flow state, where you are so ingrained with what you're doing right now that obviously it's a parable, but they say a butcher can use the same knife for 30 years without it going blunt, as the like phrase for being completely in the now and the present. And as well as what they call flow states. And what I find very interesting is if reality is reality is this vibrating continuous flow of energy, then you could theoretically align yourself with that. Now, I don't know what your brain is. I don't know what frequencies exactly your brain runs on, but it's a very intriguing idea for me of the ability to align your brainwave frequencies with the universe.
That's gamma, dude. That's, if you want to do that, you basically get your brain to go into the gamma state. And gamma state, yeah, dude, it allows you to basically slip out of your body and then tune into the universe.
We just killed it. We killed it.
It's called hemisync, dude. So
yeah,
when you're left in your right brain,
no, we don't get another podcast cancelled, bro. Nah.
Yeah, dude, like it's possible. Like it genuinely is possible. Aligning ourselves with universal energies, and I believe love is one of those. Gratitude are one of those. Acceptance are one of those. And it genuinely is that way, Christian. When you hear a word, when you say a word, it like fires through your brain, fucking ingrained neuro pathways, dude. You can access that shit.
Who are we sucking off? What are we sucking off? The universe?
Christian is sucking me off. Thank you very much. I'll swing it my way, dude. I cannot be defeated. I told you, dude. He did warn me, so I did come in expecting. I'm freaking swinging myself, man. I'm gonna take you mobile. I'm gonna go and take a few puffs of my joint.
Yeah, sure.
Tell us, Christian. When are these dreams gonna stop, dude?
Never.
Not. There must be something we can do.
That's the whole point, my bro. That's the whole point of the whole fucking charade. I've come to realize that the way I live my life is something called mischief. Now,
Mischief?
do you know that mischief isn't necessarily malicious?
Yes. That I didn't know that, but it makes sense.
Yes, sir. The jester.
What I love about mischief is it takes all of this noble and heroic and beautiful and prideful, you know, like all of this, like this is justice, this is the right way of living life, and it's like, Cooper, what if we lived just slightly differently,
Yeah.
just slightly, little bit away from your typical rules and your boundaries and all of this crap, and it turns out to be just as good anyway.
Yeah.
It just doesn't follow the law. No? The typical, and that's called mischief. I love mischief. I love it. Not to be
Yeah, I understand.
the low-key fanboy or any crap like that, you know? I really do love the baser bedrock of mischief, because...
Dude, have you seen the new Loki series, by the way?
I have. I've watched all of it. It was
Dude, basically... It's not that disappointing, dude. Like, literally, the base of that story is that his mischief was so mischievous that the universe basically had to step in to stop that shit, dude. And it's literally, as you're saying, trying to break free from, maybe we should do it this way.
Dude, what I also find very funny about government and laws, and something I wonder about as like the nature of humanity, is how we would do if most boundaries were taken away now. Because what's on the one hand, I want to hope that we have the capability as humans now to actually be able to sit back and go, yeah, we'll treat each other right. There's no more laws. There's no more things. We're not going to kill each other. It's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. There's no way it happens. And why? Where along the line did it go from just let's shoot each other, well, let's not steal if we take all the boundaries away? What happened? I know it's a weird question to leave it on.
We are constantly moving in that direction. The problem is there will also constantly be the other side of that direction.
The more ingrained and more control.
The more we try to manipulate something to be something else, the more there will be an opposite reactionary force. It's the law of Newton.
Fair.
It's just the way things are. The more we try to force something, the more there is an opposite and equal reaction.
I can't remember who the philosopher was, but like he actually went into talking about if humans could have utopia, like everything perfect, they don't have to work, food is provided, they would just start fucking shit up to make something different.
They would just start messing each other up. Bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, what is up? Like, I don't want to believe that shit. I don't want to believe that. Like, I want to believe that we're. No, dude.
I don't want to believe it either.
Okay, dude. I believe it's true. I believe it's true in the way. Let me finish. I believe it's true in the way that we were equipped to be able to do that at a base level. I also believe we were equipped to overcome these difficulties.
Dude,
it's still gonna be a choice, dude.
I think it's still, that's what saddens me, is why is it that when let's use South Africa now for a thing. The moment shit got up, the moment humanity got the possibility of, oh shit, free shit. Everybody took their stuff. Everybody went to grab, and
not everybody, dude. Not everybody.
Okay, fine, not everybody. A small portion of the populace. And what saddens me is that small portion of the populace is always going to be there. And I think innately, it's the thing that's kept us moving forward. Because weirdly enough, the moment you take a big enough, or the moment something becomes mainstream, you start overlooking things. I like the word jaded, because you get so used to something that you start forgetting wonders, and then you have a small portion that's popping up to re-emerge and bring a new thing. And so that'll keep happening. But why is anarchy it? Why is anarchy the way that people tend the moment? I don't know. It's weird. Please.
That's why, dude. Monkey, dude.
Because
people return to monkey.
Human beings are miraculous in this sense. Is despite how much we pretend to love order and justice and sense and fairness, we love the other side just as much.
Fair.
We love
the universe.
We love anarchy.
Dude, the universe is anarchy base, and then there is this order within it.
We feed off of that shit, dude. We're like, I don't want to predict everything. I want shit to be unpredictable. I want shit to be random and to surprise me. I want more shit that's like impossible to just theorize and to put down in mathematics. We want random shit, my dude. And luckily, the universe provides us that. Because imagine we knew everything.
Imagine change one letter in your entire DNA strand, and you can like change something about your genome.
This is what we strive for day in and day out. This is what we strive for as the human race. We want to understand everything, we want to document everything, and we want to be able to predict everything. That is what the human race strives for day in and day out. And guess what? We are lucky enough to be in this existence that is absolutely constantly surprising us. We are still incapable of fully fathoming that despite all of our capacity and our incredible knowledge and intelligence, we still cannot put into a box.
Bro, I want, the question I have, and this is after today, again, is you cannot put infinity in a box. As much as we want to put infinity in a box, every time, like, I don't think we fully comprehend reality. Not even, and by that I don't mean we don't comprehend what we don't know at this point. I think reality is that vast. You know how? Yeah.
Like we're probably
here's the secret. Here's the secret to the human race.
Mm-hmm.
We have fallen in love with infinity.
Yeah.
And we want to embody it.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's how deeply and irrevocably we have fallen in love with infinity.
I don't even think we've fallen in love with it. I think we realize that is what we are, dude. We are infinity.
Maybe, sure. Theoretically speaking, we haven't proven it.
We will never prove it.
But we have imagined this concept of infinity, something that cannot end, right? And us as human beings are the epitome of survival is the capacity to encompass infinity.
Yeah.
And now we're like, that's so hot. It's so sexy. Infinity is so sexy. Oh my god. It's like you never really die.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that. You know? I just want to be a part of that. You know, I know I can't really, but like I just really want to be a part of that.
See, I think
I just want to dip my toe in it just for a little bit.
But dude, again, you are that, dude. Like that is what the base of everything is.
No, my friend.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, look, it's not proven, Estian. You cannot deny me this. It's not proven.
Okay. Let's pull from all of our collective like information that we've experienced, right? Because direct experience is much more valuable than anything that you can read, anything that you can be taught. Direct experience will tell you so much more. Ni har i podcast-tolka. Sorry guys. Sister. What was I talking about? I got completely sidetracked.
Encompassing infinity, taking your own experiences and running with them.
Okay. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Johan. So, all of us have experienced states of mind, which definitely have a sense of infinity to it, right? And that is undeniable. Right now, in this moment, we can picture a bunch of different types of realities. And we are inconceivably small as a species. Not only as a species, but as an individual being, our brains on the scale of our planet is so minuscule. And we can still process some type of reality of infinity. If you could imagine something that has enough processing power to encompass an entire sun, that thing would be able to tune more into that infinity. And that is all it is. It's a matter of bandwidth. The reason we're infatuated with infinity is because we already are that, and we're just trying to get more of that.
Dude, I kind of lean towards Estian in that, because what always gets me, and something I was playing around a lot, is my imagination today. You cannot think of anything you cannot imagine. It sounds weird to say it that way, but nothing, dude. You think you've seen all colors? You have not seen all colors. Close your eyes for a bit. I promise you will see new colors. It's not that, it's just because we can't label everything. Our problem is we want so badly to label each different color, each different hue.
So what do you disagree within my argument?
Nothing.
We're not disagreeing.
I'm not disagreeing at all.
My point is, we are that infinity. That's why we strive for that infinity. I don't think it's an obsession.
Me?
You, Estian.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm putting my face right up to your finger.
Yeah.
You're gonna die one day.
So
yeah,
and
the universe is gonna die one day.
You're gonna die one day. You're gonna cease to exist. Luckily, this is where this is where another profound thing that I've listened to not too long ago, that I have really fallen in love with. Perhaps that's the human side of me that's constantly seeking infinity. But anyway, it was the story I heard, right? Imagine a wave in the ocean. Yeah?
Okay.
It comes up from the water itself. Unexpectedly, it just rises up. And it begins its beautiful movement of white and blue. And the salt within it forms its shape, has its crest, and it begins to grow and grow and grow and grow. And suddenly it crashes and it disappears in a froth of just this explosion of water and, you know, typical just wave crashing. I'm not going to go into the depths of it, but
he says
it ends.
Going to the depths of
it. Yeah.
Just it begins and it has its beauty, and suddenly it ends. It disappears, just like a human life.
Mm-hmm.
And a kid on the beach is like, "Oh, Mom, I really loved that wave. That wave was beautiful. That wave was miraculous. It was the embodiment of everything that I wanted." And Mom answers, you know, to the child. She says, like, "Yeah, the wave came. It existed for a time, and then it crashed and it went away. That doesn't mean that it's gone, because the water is still there. It's just returned exactly to where it came from." It's that it existed. All the particles, all of the physics, all of the forces, all of the energy was there to create this thing, and it was gorgeous and beautiful, and it made its mark in the world, and it crashed, and it was gone. But its essence, everything that it was, everything that it needed to be, just returned to where it came from, to the ocean.
So can we agree that the wave never ceased to be any less a part and parcel of the ocean? You know, there was no point of separation where it was suddenly just wave and then ocean. It was still one and the same. And in that way, we are that infinity. Again, dude, I agree completely with you in that expression of the wave coming, living its beautiful life, and then crashing back into the ocean. But you are that ocean as well.
Yeah, I think...
No. You, Estian, you are that wave. The second that wave ceases to exist, you stop being Estian.
Yeah.
Just become part of the universe again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm completely content with that. I'm looking forward to it.
Great for it, dude.
Yeah.
I've
been there, I've been there, Christian.
Dude, weirdly enough, I think death is such a taboo to talk about because people are afraid to die, and I know death sucks for you if you're alive. That sounds so bad.
Death sucks for you when you're alive. I'm sorry, I'm sympathizing with you, dying person. It sucks.
That's okay. Yeah. I hope what I meant came through. But anyways, death in of itself is a really, really beautiful thing because you got to experience this joy that is living. Like every moment of that wave's existence was...
No, because you would not matter whatsoever if you were infinite. You would not matter.
Fair?
You really wouldn't. You would just be a constant. A continuous...
No.
Okay, so why do you think there are the waves then, instead of just a constant flat body of water in this analogy?
That's why I say is that mortality is what makes you important.
It's the agitation.
The fact that you end makes you important in this little cycle of life.
Fair. That I will give you. Something that I have that I think is very interesting, or the way I think about it is, I actually take a middle ground between you two, because I think that being alive isn't necessarily, or I want to say, I don't think necessarily you are infinity as how do I say this? How do you describe consciousness? You
cannot.
No, you
there
can't.
There are no words that exist.
There are no words that exist. And we tackle some hard concepts in this podcast, and I love every moment of it, because it just proves to me that there is so little we fucking know about whatever the fuck is going on.
The melting of the brain, dude.
And it is glorious. I love it. How, like we said, how boring would life be if we could just all knew exactly what was happening? If we could just snap our fingers and immediately know what is happening. But something I do want to ask you, and this is something, Chris, what do you then think DMT plays in the brain? What role do you think DMT plays in the brain? Because it's so endogenous that it is to the same level of serotonin and dopamine in your visual frontal and basal. I don't know. I'm asking, bro.
Listen to me right now. We cannot answer that question.
We can't, but that's the point of asking, dude.
It is not possible to answer that question right now.
Fair.
Not in this state, not in this form, not in this existence. We are too mortal for that shit. I don't mean to fucking make this thing or advocate for this thing. I don't mean to what's the right word to?
It's an endogenously produced chemical. You don't have to advocate for it. It's already in your body. Just breathe.
I don't mean to promote this bloody thing. I don't mean to deify it. I don't mean any of that shit. What I'm trying to say is that right now we cannot. It's not possible to answer that question. It just isn't.
No,
it just isn't. We are bound in time and space, and so that is why we.
I would like to answer your question, though, Johanna, because I believe the role it plays, at least, and this is my shotgun theory. Yeah, dude, like, I don't know anything, but this is something that I can bring to the forefront, right? Like. Oh, dude, I mean, how do you think ideas get shared, bro? If you don't try and share an idea.
Go for it.
I believe, if anything, dude, the only way that we can think of it right now, if serotonin is a mood stabilizer, dopamine is something that basically modulates how likely you are to do things, DMT, in my opinion, is the thing that regulates your perception of reality. Because when you have increased levels of DMT, be it through breathwork exercises, your perception of reality changes.
Yeah. So the thing is, Chris, the answer I'm going to bring to you is...
I don't know anything, but I can suggest things.
The thing is, you understand that what we are currently doing here is trying, like, we are the front runners in trying to figure out what the fuck this reality is.
You know how young we are? Dude, like, we still have years to talk about this stuff, and if we don't start now, we're gonna fall behind.
We can debate, bro. Okay.
On this topic, I had the most profound thoughts recently.
Okay.
Where I was like, from everything that we know, from the observable universe, with all of the technology that we have seen, we humans are the most conscious, intelligent things that exist out there. In terms of looking at that from a spiritual perspective, can you fathom how profound that is? From a rock, from space dust, from photons, from anything like that cannot that cannot formulate consciousness.
Here we are.
In terms of a spiritual being, yes, there are 7 billion of us. There's so fucking human, so many fucking.
No, dude, like keep going, man. You have me captivated.
Yo, I'm listening, bro.
It doesn't matter. You, Johan, you, Estian, you are that little fucking spark, that little fucked up piece of shit that decided to inhabit a human body and be the frontier of consciousness, be the frontier of reality, of everything that we know so far.
That's a trip, dude.
The most profound thing, the most profound, indescribable, magical thing. You are at the front. You, Johan, you, Estian, you are at the front. Is that not enough for you?
Dude, like, we are that. You just said that this is the pursuit we've taken on.
Is that not enough for you to just look? I cried today, like I was telling you guys earlier in this podcast. I cried today from this sheer amount of realization that I am really on the front lines of reality itself, of infinity itself, of this continuous, non-stopping, never-ending story. I am literally at the very tip of the spear that is flying through nothingness.
Yeah.
I'm not at the back that's like trillion, billions of gajillions of fucking bazillions years
that way.
Before. I'm at the tippity tip, at the very fucking point of this damn spear. Going
yeah.
I want you know? You are there. Estian is there. Johan, you are there. Every fucking human being is there. Fuck rocks. Fuck heat. Fuck black energy. For dark energy. Fucking matter. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. We are conscious, motherfucker. You know what that means?
Dude. That's why this shit...
Is that not enough? Is that not enough for humans? Is that not enough?
Yes and no. Because we just said that humans can't stop. I think it's something that, but there's a very big difference between blindly running at something.
That's insanity. That is insanity. That is fucking crazy.
Fuck you. I'm gonna try, bro. Even if this is the tip of reality, I'm gonna work that shit out.
Johan, you know what? I find you. I find you in a billion years from now.
Yeah.
Billion years from... I find you again. Barely 0.0000000000000 cajillion zeros, 0.1 millimeters away from you. And all of this effort that you have been putting in, going screaming and fucking trying so hard to get anywhere. I ask you again, was it worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was, dude. I like, dude, this is...
What do you think we're here, Christian?
Why do you think we're still alive, dude?
What do you think we're here, man? We keep playing, dude.
Keep playing.
This is literally what we signed up for. We're like, oh, this is the most intense thing? Okay.
After billions and billions of years later, he gets 1.000 millimeters further away from me, and I ask him, is it worth it? And he's like, yeah.
Yep.
Ah, dude. Nah, it is... The life is complicated. I I think that's something.
Dude, so, okay, let's just talk about this, dude. In those billions of years, right? Let's say you could be an unhungry, uneating, untemperature feeling, if you will, eye, but you could see everything. You could see the magnetic waves coming off of individual atoms, and you could just spend billions of years looking, just watching. How much would you see, dude? How much beauty would you witness? Right? And that's why it's worth it, dude. That is literally why it's worth it, because there is just infinity, and there is infinite beauty, and creation is ceaseless.
Yeah, you have been seeing Jesus.
Yeah, and
like I'm talking so much. You've been seeing this shit. You've been seeing this shit. And you guys just keep wanting more.
I don't need.
And I admire that, in the sense that I fully am in love with this undying, youthful, unending energy of just, I don't care how much this universe has to offer. I don't care how much infinite, amazing, ultra empowering, unfucking comprehensible, unscalable, everything this place has to offer. I want more. And I'm just...
Yeah,
we don't. What more do we want, dude? Like I think we want what we would believe is going to better us as humanity. That's what we want, dude. I mean, we're not like technically we'll eventually get to the point where we're like taking over, dude. Like this is a bit much. Oh, fuck, dude. You're young kids, dude. I'm imagining them watching you right now. It's like, Grandpa, were you gay in your youth? It was like, yes, I was very gay. But your mom convinced me, or your grandma convinced me.
Have you watched that latest episode of Rick and Morty, bro?
Your dude.
Yeah, I have, dude.
There was a split second where I thought Rick was gay for Bird Person, bro.
No, dude, I think Rick's past caring.
Very close.
Dude, Rick, I think if you're Rick, I think you're past caring about whether it's gay or not. You're just...
I'm pretty sure Rick fucked Nimbus as well, dude.
He
So
fucked planets, bro. What do you mean?
I'm sure he doesn't care that much. Christian considering Nimbus as well, dude. Nimbus, it looks you up and down, it tells you there will be a basket. You're like, basket? Okay. Christian is down. Oh man, censor it, dude.
Bro, I'm just gonna blur this entire thing out for the podcast.
Yeah,
it's
just
easier.
Never see his face. Like, due to Christian's absolutely unacceptable behaviors, he had to be completely censored. He is suing us.
Yeah, dude. Oh man.
I have a remedy. How do I disable video? I can do it. Yes. I've saved myself at least.
What happened?
I have a button that disables Christian's video.
You guys just want the good shit from Infinity, bro. Y'all are forgetting all of the caca that comes with it.
Yeah,
oh,
dude.
Do we? Oh, you wanna talk about caca? I experienced infinite cock in China as well, dude. And I realized what cock can be like if you feel like you're stuck, dude, and you're gonna every siren is like coming for you. That type of level of existence, dude. It also feels infinite, and it's like an infinite state of anxiety, an infinite state of fear, an infinite state of what's going to happen next.
I'm waiting for you. No. I'm waiting for you to come visit me, bro. Come live by my for like a month, my bro.
Yo, Estian, you have a lot of work to do in that month. You're gonna see if you can get him to be an optimist.
Christian, I'll come to you for a month, dude. I'm thinking maybe after my mom's birthday, like in September. In September. I don't know if that's a song. It sounded right.
There is a song about September, and I was also gonna keep singing it, but it's gone.
That's Christian, my bro.
September.
Listen to me. You guys seem to think that I'm some sort of pessimistic, negative existence, bro. I think you all understand. I'm on the positive spectrum of things. You'll be surprised.
Dude, why do you think we're friends with you, Christian?
Yeah, dude, do you think I would be friends with the fucking pessimistic?
What do you really want to know is what alternative are you suggesting, dude? If we don't want more, do we want less? What do we want less of? Let's identify, like nail things down.
No. My people. I'm not saying that we shouldn't chase happiness. I'm not saying that we shouldn't always strive for the most amazing and wonderful things in life. I'm saying, what the hell are we rushing for? Take it slow.
That I will agree.
Okay. Fuck it, Christian. You take a long time to make a point.
Dude, it takes...
Relaxeren.
Yeah, dude.
Jive, my bro, jive to this shit. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Dude, no, Chris.
Happiness is waiting for all of us. We're looking for it.
Dude, that's the thing is, I don't think that you ever need to chase happiness as like a thing. I don't even think that there's any rush to anything. That's we're talking to the thing about being one with the universe and the Taoist flow states and that. I feel like there's a way deeper happiness that comes from being completely at peace and content and relaxed while you do things. That doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. And I am going to, for the rest of my life, attempt to work out what the fuck this thing is. Why, if I close my eyes, can I literally take Jupiter and pull it apart? But in this... Yeah? No, go. I have nothing.
You're chasing something that will always be infinite.
Yeah.
And it is a beautiful magic. It is something that I know for a fact you will always be grateful for.
So I want to reframe, dude. I don't think it's a chasing of...
Esther, shut up.
Okay, I'll let you finish.
5 seconds. You're always going to love it because that's what you want to embody. You want to be the one that's always chasing after that shit.
Yeah.
And thank God that you're even capable of doing that.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes you you. Thank God that that's even a possibility.
Thank you.
So you can continue, Estian.
I believe instead of thinking of it as a chasing of something, it's an acceptance of something. Again, you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to run somewhere. It is already here right now. You're accepting infinity. Not chasing it, Christian. It's an acceptance of that which you are, dude. Fucking Christian, I have friends asking me, dude, like, oh, would you ever try and date a guy? Like, after seeing all of this, I might consider it, Christian. That month I'm coming through, dude. Better lock your door. Now the internet's convinced, dude. They're gonna sound clip this. Like, I'm getting freaking dragged out and... Dude, like I'm imagining like 50 years down the line or something, someone like randomly finds this podcast and clips it, dude. Oh,
dude,
don't. Stop thinking about it, you one person. Stop
you
it.
motherfucker. Don't you fucking dare clip this. I will haunt you. You don't believe me? I'll haunt you, brother.
Johan is a technomancer.
I've told you guys many a time, I really, as much as I love women, and I know I'm a straight man and all of that, I'm bound by my physical, biochemical obligations, if I can put it that way.
The thing you feel when you see something.
Yeah.
I love you guys, and I would sex you so hard in every universe. I promise. I would sex the crap out of you. But you have to understand that my love for you transcends the physical body. It transcends, this stupid little temporal existence that we live in. You know, I'm beyond you, Johan, you, Estian, everybody that I consider my friend. We are beyond this physical being. This
weird monkey appendage, bro. It's literally just a weird monkey. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
This weird, strange, fleshy. I don't even know, dude. Like, I was playing a video game the other day, and I was like, imagine they had to see us, you know, in this fucking fleshy, weird, sort of like actual.
Dude, I think of us as little stars, dude. Like, we're just little stars that walk around and stuff.
Teeth is like calcium.
Teeth is the most hectic thing about being a human, though. Yes, that's the one thing that I don't agree with, dude. Like, I wish we had like something better to chew our food with, dude, because teeth are so brittle, dude. They're so brittle. They're gonna fail, like guaranteed. Teeth is like one of the first thing that fails as you age.
Dude, no. We need to eat like whales, dude. Just open our mouth and run in the air, bro, and hope we eat something.
Particles, dude. We need to photosynthesize even, dude. We just have to like be in the sun.
You know, I agree more with that shit, dude. You should just get rid of teeth and just turn green.
Yo, dude. Well, mammals would have to go through so
we don't,
much,
and we don't have the surface area anyway to facilitate the amount of energy we would need in any. Like, we would have to grow like skin flaps that would be able to like expand out so we can like cover more surface area.
Oh my bro, just get rid of this thing. Just get rid of clothes.
Dude, like your body, like the density of your body compared to the surface area of your skin, you're way too dense. You have to suck energy up.
We won't even need to reproduce. We just go and vomit on the female and she reproduces.
That sounds horrible, dude. Why do you go to vomiting on her?
Why would anybody do that, bro? No. Go back. We went too far. I like this reality.
Oh, dude.
I like this a lot. We just turn green and we come across the sexy female and like, oh my god, you're so hot. You're the hottest thing I've ever seen.
No. So, you see, this is like, as weird as this convo is, what the fuck is it that we're capable of doing this? Having an intelligent conversation with each other where all three of us understand a fictional reality. I'm gonna use a fictional reality, bro. That's horrible. But we can all think of it. We all have it in our brains now. And it's not real. But it's real to us.
I'm gonna have to whoop your ass when I come through, Christian. This is unacceptable.
Plant humans are in my heart, man. Plant humans will forever be in my heart.
They died under my shoe. The plant humans should not be a thing, dude. I'm sorry.
It should be.
Meanwhile, plant humans have been a thing the whole time. Yeah, dude, they solved the photosynthesized size problem by just being completely like ant size, and we've been stepping on them this whole time.
Dude, I find it the funniest thing. Just Rick from another universe to like dials in his multiverse TV, and it just pops our podcast talking about photosynthesis. Yeah.
I would so love to find an alien species out there that is exactly like us, only plant-based. So what I mean by that is they are green. They still haven't evolved far enough into their future to lack vaginas and stuff. So they still have vajayjays, right? And they still have boobies and shit.
Fucking Christian wants to fuck the plant humans.
This is why porn is such a big thing, bro.
But the point is like just to see the interactions between the two of us, you know, where if we vomit onto these plant ladies, we get them pregnant, right? But not like the normal typical.
Can I like something that is actually doable in our reality and that's way weirder is crystals, dude. Because I think Esther was talking about it one time, but silicon is very similar to carbon in the way it interacts with most life forms. So you could have silicon-based life forms that could actually be sentient crystals. Like not fiction, actual physical, veritable physics. There are absolutely crystal people outside. There are crystal people in this universe, and that is the most incredible thing I've ever heard.
But imagine how they perceive light, dude. What the fuck?
Bro, how do they see light? They must see all the spectrums,
dude. Yeah, dude, they literally see all of light because they can receive it without any filters.
And then, dude, think about it. They're refracting it. Just think about it. Internal what is the right word for light? Refraction of light inside them could be unique depending on how they have biologically grew up. Dude, think about fucking needing a crystal.
It could literally change the light you emit because of your upbringing.
Get that shit. Imagine plant people come to our planet, right?
Fucking plant
and they see our shit, bro. And we're busy like, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of this thing, dude. And then we skin it, and then cook it, and then eat it. And we're like, yeah, this is how we sustain ourselves.
Dude, they'll be mortified, dude. Fucking mortified.
You do what?
You do what? But no, as like imagine how a crystal would sustain itself, because it would have to eat. And maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Or just
energy would probably just be absorbed into it, dude. Like, what would silicon-based life forms want to eat? I wonder if they would need
like
to decompose things. I'm thinking the same thing now, dude. They would have to like directly absorb energy, like maybe heat,
dude,
maybe like the differentials.
I don't even think they need water, my bro. They just need.
No, they wouldn't need water.
They wouldn't.
And that's the thing. That's why it would be more likely for silicon-based life forms to be a thing as well. Like, well, water is actually abundant in our universe.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Yeah, dude.
I'm not gonna lie now. I'm waiting for like Westworld level of like AI and silicon-based life forms to exist in the future. Because I have
Christian wants his plant woman, dude, even if he has to make her.
I have this theory, right, that we are going further and further apart, the two sides of the human species, you know, the male and female. As now we have like VR and AR and all of these hentai and all kinds of other shit going on. I'm just waiting, bro. I'm just waiting for shit to get very real. You know, like just like an AI robot. I don't even need a fucking biological female anymore. Fuck that shit. Too many problems. I can just program this robot to fucking do anything I want.
You're probably thinking of a humanoid-looking robot, like a normal person-looking robot. Imagine full-as anime characters,
dude,
walking around in reality. Dude.
Imagine imagine the amount of porn that people would do with full VR. Like it is, and that's
disgusting.
It's insane what see, okay, I'm gonna come back to this because there needs some semblance to this podcast before we end it. Infinity.
I'm sorry, friends.
Dude, I feel
it's Christian's fault.
I feel like I'm going to upload this, but I complete. I don't think I'm gonna edit anything. I'm gonna put a warning actually before the stream and just
like viewer discretion is advised. It's all Christian's fault.
No. This podcast goes tits up and it's glorious. Come join us.
Yes, you do.
Dude, I love it. We have literally spoken about the weirdest stuff, and at the same time,
I think we don't mean to. We've always tried to be zen and try to stick towards the real philosophical and meaningful conversations that this world has to offer. I swear to God, we have done that in all of the podcasts that we've done before. It just tends to veer sideways sometimes, you know? And that's okay. A little bit of chaos and mischief is all right.
Christian, this is exactly why I love you as much as I do, man. And I think the universe was like, you think fucking you have order,
Yeah.
Have a Christian.
Have a Christian. He's gonna fuck you up. Oh man, guys, thank you.
Yeah, actually for the man.
Dude,
I love you guys so much. I love these things to the fullest.
Same.
Because I think we need to spice things up out there in the world. I think it's too normal out there.
Yep, so, we need plant people.
Yeah, we need I'm tired of the fucking mainstream caca out there. It's time to stir things up a little bit. Yeah, and you know, we'll see where this journey takes us, boys. Whoever is listening out there, I wish you guys nothing but love and peace. Really, I do.
Same. Enjoy reality. It's fucking weird.
And I also encourage that you join us on these different perspectives. You know, expand your mind, expand your reality. Don't stick to your typical normality. You know, try to understand that what we live in is really infinite. It really is infinite. And what you've been gifted with as a normal human being, not even a high IQ or whatever the fuck you may be, you are granted with infinite imagination. Utilize it.
Yeah.
Use that shit. Come up with your weird, crazy things. Bring it into the universe. That's what makes you unique like a fingerprint.
Yeah, dude.
Bring that shit into reality. Please do. Please do for all of our sakes.
Yeah, everybody wants to see it. I love it.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Let's leave it off there. Love you, dudes. See you again next time.
Love and peace, guys.
See you next time. Love you guys.
Adios till the next one.
Yep.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.